Welcome to Opinion Journal. I'm Mary Kissel. Saudi Arabia's intelligence chief says his country is going to make a major shift away from its more than 80-year alliance with the United States. What does this mean for us, for our interest in the region, for the Middle East? I've got Global View columnist Bret Stephens joining me now. Bret, what sparked this spat?
Well, a number of factors, but the most proximate one is the utter failure of the Obama administration to make good on its threats to hit the Assad regime for using chemical weapons on its own people, and to help substantially and seriously arm the Free Syrian Army, the moderate wing of the Syrian opposition, also to topple Assad. The Saudis have been opposed to Assad for a very long time. They see him as forming part of this Shiite crescent over their northern flank, and they want to get rid of this guy. And they thought they had an ally in the United States. They've learned they haven't. They also thought they had an ally in the United States in trying to stop Iran from getting a nuclear bomb. They don't have one there.
Well, is this just a tactic, Bret, a way to get Obama involved in Syria? Or do you think this is truly a fundamental break with the United States?
Well, I think this is quite fundamental because they have been essentially raising alarms really since 2009. I remember Hillary had a meeting with a Saudi foreign minister really just as shortly after she became Secretary of State. And she was talking about diplomacy and sanctions, and the Saudi foreign minister said, yeah, but how much longer are you going to be playing this game with the Iranians? Well, for a long time, the Saudi view was, well, give the Americans, give this administration time to let the diplomacy play out, and perhaps to get Obama over the hump of his reelection. Both of those things happen, but what they've learned is that for President Obama, diplomacy is a journey, not a destination. That this is going to go on without end, that he does not really have red lines when it comes to either country. And so they are saying our security interests are no longer really guaranteed through an alliance with the United States.
But if Saudi Arabia's security interests are fundamentally, basically, aligned with that of the United States, then how does this rift change in any way their behavior? They're still going to support the rebels in Syria.
Well, exactly. One of the things that we've managed to do, because we do have and have had a restraining influence, because they are an ally. Listen, no one claims Saudi Arabia is a particularly terrific country, but they have been an ally, is that we've, for instance, prevented the Saudis from arming the Syrian rebels with Stinger-like missiles, the missiles that can take down planes that the Mujahideen used so effectively against the Soviets in the Afghan war. Well, I don't think the Saudis are going to be so restrained. Now, some of those missiles might end up in the hands of terrorist groups.
Hezbollah.
Jabhat al-Nusra, Hezbollah is on the other side of this, but of terrorist groups who might not want to use those missiles against, say, Syrian army jets, might want to use them against civilian airliners. Or they might say to themselves, look, Iran's going to get a bomb. The U.S. isn't going to stop them. Maybe we should get our own bomb. So the very things we fear, the whole reason we have an American security architecture around the world to prevent countries like Saudi Arabia from becoming foreign policy freelancers, all that is coming unstuck.
Foreign policy freelancers in the Middle East, a terrible outcome. Global View columnist Bret Stephens, thanks so much for being on the show.